During our secondary school days, back so many years ago, there used to be this copper that used to tell us that time. He used to say this to us as students: if education is expensive, try ignorance. It means that if you think that education is very expensive, that you should succumb to ignorance. That time the statement wasn't making so much meaning to us because we were just very little and, we weren't paying attention to what education was all about. We just wanted to have fun at school and then get out and go home again. But if you come to think of it, we know that actually education is very, very expensive. We know how much we spend to pay school fees. We know how much we spend to buy books that are needed in our studies. So in this video, I'm going to explain some scholarship portals. I have a lot of them, but I will post the link on the comment section so that you can look at them. But I'm going to explain only one of them, which is DAAD Scholarship. DAAD Scholarship is about German Academic Exchange Service. That is the English translation, but of course, this is a German organization. It's an organization that promotes funding and scholarship for international students coming to study in German top universities. So I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know about this scholarship option and how you can go ahead to apply. So discussing this organization, that is the DAAD Scholarship, we are going to look at the scope of this scholarship option. That is what it entails. We're going to look at the eligibility, that is the criteria, what qualifies you to merit this scholarship. And then we're going to look at some required documents that you're going to provide for you to be qualified. And then finally, we are going to look at the step-by-step, how you can go about applying for this scholarship. Please, if you find this video interesting at the end of the day, do well to share it. The reason is because a lot of people are ready to study. A lot of people have very good grades in their bachelor degrees and their masters, but they don't know how to further due to lack of funds. So I would like you to help me share this video across your various platforms so that other people will also benefit from it. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. So what does this scholarship cover? What do you expect to benefit from it? Number one, let me emphasize that it's only for those who are going for their master's degree and then those who are going for their doctoral degree. That is, master's or doctorate degree, they are the two categories of people who are going to benefit from this scholarship. If you are going for a bachelor, for your master's degree, that is, it means that you have already had your bachelor degree. You are going to be getting around 930 something euro per month. That is stipend per month. And then those going for PhD will be getting around 1,300 euro. The scholarship as well covers like travel expenses, like moving from your home country to Germany. It covers health insurance, except you already have one. Then, and other miscellaneous, needs that you may have. In some cases, you can also get like a house rent, all those stuff covered by this DAAD scholarship. So, as I said, it is not for those going for bachelor degree. It's only for masters and PhD. So the masters will get around 900 and something euro, while the doctoral candidate will get about 1,300 euro per month. Then plus other miscellaneous, other things that they're going to add in the package. Having said that, let us look at the different, the documents that are expected of you. Some documents that you are going to use while applying for this scholarship. For international students coming to Germany, if you are planning to study an English taught program, it is required that you are going to prove that you speak English. And in that way, you are going to submit your English proficiency in form of IELTS, this exam, you know that very well, or you submit TOEFL. where you have demonstrated that you've got high grades. Then you have to have your bachelor degree, original certificate of your bachelor degree, legalized, of course. You have to have them. You have to have your transcripts as well to prove that you have passed through the initial level. Then, if you're going for your doctoral thesis or for your doctoral degree, you are going to have, or you're going to demonstrate that you have had your master degree. Then another point is that you are going to come from an eligible country, because it's not every country that is qualified for this scholarship. So I have also the link of this country, the link of various countries that are qualified also attached on the comment section. So you have to come from one of those countries. And then you have to have a motivation, you have to write a motivation stating what qualifies you for this scholarship. And then also it is required that the candidate must have had at least 2 years of professional experience, meaning that you have been employed. Maybe you've been working somewhere and your boss or your employer should be able to provide reference that you have been employed at least for at least 2 years. So these are some of the requirements that you will need before you begin to dream of or begin to think of applying for this DAAD scholarship. Then the next step we are going to examine now will be the process of application. How do you initiate the application? What other documents would you need to go about applying for this scholarship? Let's examine that now. So while applying, you're going to fill the DAAD application form. I have also attached the form on the comment section. You're going to fill the form. After filling the form, you're going to get a recommendation letter from your employer. As I said earlier, you must have been employed for about 2 years. So your employer should write a recommendation for you. And that letter should carry the logo of the office or the company, as the case may be. Then you are going to have it. Then you are going to write personally signed letter of motivation, at least 2 pages. In that letter, you are going to talk about your current job, where you are working, your current position, and then explain as well why you think that you merit this scholarship. You can choose up to 3 courses while applying in the university, no problem. But you're going to write a motivation stating concretely your current position, what you are doing, and then why you think you merit the scholarship, about 2 pages maximum. Then you have to have a letter of recommendation, as I said, from your boss, your current employer, stating that you are working there and that you have been employed for at least not less than 2 years. Then you are going to have your CV. Your CV should be signed by you. And I would advise you to go to Europass and then download the CV form. There's something you can download and then you just fill in the necessary information that are needed inside, so that it is the European standard CV that you're going to use while doing that. So you are also going to have, as I said, proof of English. You're going to prove that you speak English. And of course, if you speak German, you're going to prove. Then, of course, you should have copies of your transcripts, your certificates, and everything. If you're going for masters, you have transcripts and certificate of your bachelor. If you're going to PhD, you have transcript and certificate of both your bachelor and your master degree. All of them legalized. These are the documents that you will need while applying for the DAAD scholarship. Now, let us go ahead to examine the step-by-step how you are going to go applying for this scholarship. So the step-by-step how you are going to apply is, number 1, you have to choose the course of your course of interest. Choose any course that you would like to study in Germany. And then number 2, you already know the universities that offer these courses. Then you go ahead and apply to these universities. Then number 3, you upload all these documents that I have already mentioned. Use them to apply to those various schools. You can choose up to 3 courses, but you're going to put them according to the order of preference. You're going to make like priority number 1, number 2, and then number 3. You can choose up to 3 courses. Then you send it to this university as if you are applying for your master degree, for instance. But you have to include all those documents that I have mentioned, both the DAAD application form that you have already filled and all your legalized documents and everything, your letter of recommendation, both from your employer and then your motivation letter and everything, and your CV. You're going to package all those things and then send to this university. Then the committee that is responsible for admission will now examine all the candidates, and this committee will now forward your document, your application to that. Do you understand? It's not you now doing it directly, but you apply through the university, and then the university will now suggest your application to these people. Then when they suggest it to these people, they will now examine your application, and if you qualify, you will hear from them. So that is how it works. They will contact you, of course, through the contact info you have put in your application and then your CV, of course. You're going to be contacted by them. So that is how it is done. So one final thing is that you have to make sure that you have all those documents ready. Save them in your computer as PDF file. In case you are suggested for this scholarship, you might need to upload them in the DAAD portal. They might request that you upload all of them again at the DAAD portal. So make sure that you have all those documents scanned in PDF form, so that anytime they request that you do that, you just push everything to them. So this is how it is done. I hope it is well understood, and I hope that many people who have been deprived of quality education due to lack of fund will benefit from this scholarship. As I said, this is not the only scholarship that I am going to talk about. Other ones I'm going to also leave the link on the comment section. There are a lot of them, but I chose to only explain this one. This one is only for Germany, for those who are interested to come to Germany and further their education, either in master degree level or your PhD. So this is only for those coming to Germany, but other ones, you're going to see them in the comment section. Please do well to share this video. Do well to share these videos. Post them around. Let people come to benefit from it. Let people come to benefit from it. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one.